Good morning. Thank you all for joining us today for the Lytham Partners Spring 2022 Investor Conference. My name is Joe Dorame, Managing Partner of Lytham Partners. I would like to welcome Medirom Healthcare Technologies, ticker symbol MRM on the NASDAQ. Presenting from the company is Yohei Umezaki, IR Director. Today, Yohei will run through the company's slide presentation. Before we begin, Lytham Partners is one of the country's leading investor relations firm with more than 2 decades of experience. We've built one of the industry's most effective platforms for connecting small cap companies with high quality institutional investors. Hopefully today's event is another example of the value we can add. As a reminder, the company is available for one-on-one virtual meetings. If you would like to sign up, please visit lythampartners.com/virtual and click the one-on-one meeting request button. Now I'd like to turn the presentation over to Yohei Umezaki. Yohei?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Yohei. So page 4, key statistics. We have a market cap of $33.3 million. That's less than 1 time sales on the trailing 12 months basis. It is important to note that management has vested interest in the progress of the company with approximately 41% ownership. Next slide, please. Let's start with the overview of the company business. Medirom is a health and wellness company providing a preventive health solution through its relaxation salons. The relaxation salon business generates nearly all of our total revenue currently. Our salon business has 2 operating models, one directly owned, which consists of 188 salons, and 2 franchise salons, which consists of 125 locations. Directly operated salons generate $24.3 million, or 66% of revenue, and franchise salons generate $12.5 million, or 34% of revenue from July 2020 to June 2021. Turning to our future growth driver, our health tech segment has 3 key areas. 1, LAV, the smartphone application. 2, our mother bracelet. And 3, specific health guidance program. This segment generates only 1% of total revenue at the moment, but we expect this segment will be the significant contributor to the future revenue. We will talk about these later. Let's move to the next slide. Let me highlight the recent development on page 6. Revenue grew by 57% in the first half of 2021, demonstrating we are on the path of recovery from the COVID-19 downturn. The salon business has more than 300 locations, supported by our strong brand recognition. In 2021, we served more than 71,173 customers with a strong customer repeat ratio. We believe we have a solid base of a loyal customer. We are working to achieve the best mix of directly operated salons and the franchise salons. These are benefits to each business model, including the allocation of working capital and the capital expenditures. We have completed 5 acquisitions in the last 4 years. We have helped grow the business. Most recently, we acquired the hair salon operators, which we are integrating into our traditional business. And we believe we provide synergies to the future growth. But I want to make clear that we have also been successful in the driving organic growth in the business. And finally, something I mentioned a moment ago, our health tech segment is a new brand exciting growing business segment. Our mother bracelet and LAB will become our value-added growth driver for the future revenues. The LAV app has already been launched and anticipate launching the mother bracelet this year. Next slide, please. Medirom history. The company has over 20 years of the operating history, but the major significant events started happening in 2017. We went to public in December 2020, listing on the NASDAQ capital market. As I said earlier, we have made a number of strategic acquisitions, including the ZAC hair salons, and last year. Next slide, please. Relaxation salons are our core business segment. Our brands are well known and respected for providing industry-leading, holistic, and preventive healthcare business services. The quality of service is guaranteed by our established in-house training program. We have built a strong and loyal customer base over the years. As of December 31st, 2021, we have 312 relaxation salons located in Japan. Our key brand is Re.Ra.Ku, but we also operate a few selected locations under the Belle Epoque and the Ruan branding. Next slide, please. Brand recognition and the location of salons in high-density areas directly translates into very high customer repeat rates, more than 80%. All of us at the Medirom dedicated to providing the highest level of service, continue earning recurring revenue from our loyal customers. We served more than 71,000 customers this past December at the average price of $60 per customers, more than the average price of the competitors. At the moment, our salons are located only in Japan, where we have three salon operating location models: spa facilities, commercial complex, and standalone locations. Spa facilities are very popular in Japan due to the high quality of service. We consider the service provider of choice by the facility owners and the operators. The beauty of these segments is that there is no capex required, and we are protected by a significant barrier of entry into this business. To open a salon at the commercial complex, such as a shopping center, requires a certain brand recognition and credibility. Here also, we are one of the leaders. Stand-alone salons are mostly located in busy areas with high repeat traffic. These are important locations due to the higher customer repeat ratio compared to the spa facilities and commercial complex. Next slide, please. At the key component of our franchise model and then success of the business overall is our training facility. We operate one of the largest educational schools in Japan. Our therapists receive ongoing education and instructions on working with our customers and providing information, support, and very best holistic and preventive business healthcare services. We believe this is important in maintaining the loyalty of our customers and their commitment to make continued use of our salons. Next slide, please. As I mentioned, an important part of our strategy involves the acquisition of our other salon brands throughout Japan. We are focused on integrating acquired assets into our operational philosophy of providing the very best therapists and the services to expand our loyal customer base and gain the additional market share. We are building a solid reputation in attracting excellent salon operations at reasonable prices and integrating those businesses and then converting those customers to the loyal Medirom customers. We have made a number of important acquisitions since 2018, and they are all operating at the high level. Next slide, please. Let's talk about our growth strategy going forward. Of our 312 salon locations, 188 are directly owned by Medirom. The other 125 salons are franchise-owned. Coming out of the pandemic, the franchise model has proven to be more profitable due to the lower fixed costs. More normalized operations will lead to strong organic growth. The past December, we entered into the new model, what we call a salon sales agreement. We have agreed to sell 14 of our directly owned salons to investors, approximately $6 million. Their investors have then entered into the service agreements with our subsidiary, Wing, to manage those locations for a fee equal to 80% of the amount of a profit that exceeds a 6 to 8% invested yield on the purchase price of each salons. We believe this can be a powerful model that can expand the number of salons across Japan and then generate a solid revenue stream for the company. Next slide, please. Number of salons. Despite of the effects of the COVID pandemic, which had a material impact on our business due to the government-ordered shutdowns, we are still able to generate 9% growth in the number of locations over the last 2 years. Again, directly operated salons represent 60%, and the franchise salons represent 40% of the total operating salons. Next slide, please. Let's take a closer look at our customer served and sales per customer. During the 2-year period, we had grown of 60% in customers served with more than 81,000 customers served with the past December. As you can see, we had a dramatic drop during the first wave of COVID, but we have shown growth in customer of more than 400% from the lowest point, demonstrating the strength of our customer base. I would also like to point out the strength of our business with the stability in our sales per customer. We are able to generate approximately $60 in the sales per customer in the month of December. Again, this is more than our competitors. Next slide, please. Look at the strengths of our customer base. We had 82% of our customers come back for the service into the month of December. This shows the loyalty of our customers and the high satisfaction with the service they received. This has been a very consistent over the last 2 years. The operating ratio of the therapists in service was 51% in the month of December. Our therapists are typically paid a salary or hourly rate, whether they are treating a customer or not. So the ability to have them maximize their earnings potential is key. We expect this ratio will continue to improve as we return from the pandemic to more normalized level and improved the operating efficiencies. Salon revenue. Turning to the breakdown of our salon revenue. For the first of our 2021, revenue for directly owned salons increasing 80% to $12.8 million from $6.8 million in the first half of 2020. Franchise revenue increased 70% to $6.2 million, up from $5.3 million in the first half of 2020. Next slide, please. Gross profit. Let's look at the gross profit by salons. For the first half of 2021, gross profit for the directly owned salons increased slightly to 0.1 million. The biggest reason why we are not generating the income level here that we are normally would is due to the pandemic. Our fixed costs and the customer flow are simply not matching up the historical level. We believe this will change going forward as Japan is coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic and the economy continues to recover. We will be proactive in driving the profitability and looking at our franchise gross profit. We have a strong profitability metrics with improvement of 78% to 3.2 million with a gross margin of 52% for the first half of 2021. As we have added our salon sales agreement model, which should add higher margin opportunity for us. Next slide, please. Next one, please. Let's now talk about our digital preventive healthcare technology business. We believe this segment of the business has potential for a significant revenue in the coming year. Technology that provides accurate data that can help a user make informed decisions in managing their health will be a major initiatives going forward. We expect sleep, weight management, vital signs will likely to be a high demand by customers wanting to live their best possibility life. Our LAV app, coaching app, is an important wearable device that can help people meet their health and wellness goals. Government insurance programs in Japan are beginning to sponsor this technology, and we believe this could be a source of a growing revenue in the year to come. Next slide, please. We will soon be introducing to the market our mother bracelet, which we believe to the, oh, sorry, can you go back page 21? Yes, thank you. We will soon be introducing to the market our mother bracelet, which we believe to the world first wearable healthcare tracker that is charged by your body and does not need to be plugged into your electrical source. We are co-developing the mother bracelet with Matrix Industries based in Silicon Valley in the US. The mother bracelet will feature leading edge technology to track fitness levels, sleep patterns, pulse, and body temperatures. We will target hospitals, nursing homes, and gyms where the data is vitally important. Mother bracelet received an encouraging response from crowdfunding campaign. We believe this will become an important revenue source for the company in the future. Next slide, please. Bottom left is crowdfunding, and then right is Nikkei Trend 2024 rank. Next slide, please. As I indicated earlier, our digital preventive healthcare technology business will be sponsored by the insurance and the government initiatives that endorse our wearable products. We also believe select corporate partners will become a part of these initiatives in the coming years. We believe this can become a significant revenue stream for the Medirom. Next slide, please. Total revenue in 2020 decreasing by about 15% versus 2019, but first half of revenue of 2021 increased by 57% versus 2020, and on a 12 months, revenue increasing by 27.5% as we come out of the pandemic. Growth was driven by an increasing customer per salon, along with the additional new salons. We expect this growth trend to continue. Next slide, please. Operating expense. We have seen increasing as a result of reopening salons and acquisitions costs associated with acquiring and operating new salons. A key item to note here is that for the 6 months period ended 2021, we had an increasing in stock compensation expense of US $1.3 million arising from the 8th and 9th series of stock options, increasing in October 2020, and $1.1 million increasing in professional fees. We are focused on improving operational efficiencies as we drive revenue growth. Next slide, please. Net income. As the pandemic continued to subside, and with the initiatives we have taken to drive greater profitability in each center, coupled with the focus on operating improvements, we expect to see a return to profitability in the near future. Next slide, please. Management team. Koji is the founder and CEO. He has also served as the director of the Association of Relaxation Japan since 2010. Fujiwara is CFO, and Tomoya and Akira has a diverse professional experiences. Next one, please. Yeah, here is the appendix. Please note that we have provided transition data for the audible reporting to make it easier for investors. The yen to US dollars translation are included in the appendix. Happy to answer your questions at the time. Thank you.
All right, Yohei, thank you very much for the overview. Let's expand a bit on a few topics. What are the key milestones investors should be looking for in 2022?
Key milestone. So 2022, we believe the total number of relaxation salons and number of relaxation salons sold to investors under the new business model.
That's great. What steps did you take to navigate the business through the COVID pandemic?
Through the COVID pandemic, the company has been managing our operations by relocating the therapists from the salons that we are closed or operating on shortened hours to those lacking enough therapists, or issuing those who cannot relocate other open salons and applying to a government subsidies.
Okay. Can you walk us through the competitive advantages of your salon business?
Okay. Maybe I talk a little bit on the prior presentation. Brand recognition and the location of salons in the high density areas. Also, we operate one of the largest educational schools in Japan. Our therapists receive the ongoing education and instruction.
Okay. Looking at the most recent KPI data for the month of February, specifically the customer repeat ratio, can you provide some color on how you were able to achieve 84%?
The high level of the treatment skills and providing of a continued care of the maintaining a healthy body are keys to maintaining to repeat customer ratio of more than 80%.
Great. Turning to your digital preventative healthcare business, can you walk us through the commercial efforts for the Mother bracelet and what makes it unique from other wearable trackers?
Yeah, Yeah, unique things is for sure. Mother Bracelet is a world first wearable healthcare tracker that is charged by your body and does not need to plug into the electrical source. That's a unique point.
That's very impressive. Last question. What are the top two things about Medirom that you would like investors to walk away from today's presentation?
Top two. Yeah, for sure. First, healthcare business, future growth, of course. And two is salon business KPI improvement in the future.
Fantastic. Yohei, thank you very much for your time today. We greatly appreciate it. Again, if you'd like to sign up for a one-on-one meeting with Medirom, please visit lythampartners.com/virtual and click the one-on-one meeting request button. We wish you all a good day and enjoy the conference.